I wanted to congratulate you because most of you watching this have already invested in yourself. You've already taken a huge risk. You've invested your time, your energy, not just your money, but your life and the outcomes. And now it's in your hands. And the reality of it is it's just begun. Most of you will not make it. Most of you will quit. I remember when I was in college and I worked my whole life to play college basketball. And I made it. I played 1 year and I just wasn't feeling it my second year. I just felt called to do something else and I quit. It got a little bit tough. I was like, I'm not going to make the NBA. Why am I going to continue to play this game that there's no purpose for me in the future? And ultimately I quit. And I had to leave a lot of friends behind. I had to, I left a lot behind. But to this day, it's not something that I necessarily regret, but it's not something that I'm happy that I did. So my question to you is, who are you going to be? Are you committed to this long term? Are you committed to this through the trials and tribulations? If you're not, you need to go back home and live the life you were living. You need to be okay being satisfied, not living an extraordinary life, an extraordinary life. You need to be okay with that because it's going to get tough. You're going to have to take risk. You're going to have to take chances. If you're not willing to do that, this road is not for you. It's the wrong path. There's a few ways you're going to quit. There's a few things that are going to happen to you. When you start your journey, right, you made a big leap of faith. It's scary. You're nervous and you have hopes of being rich by tomorrow. Hopefully not. Hopefully you understand it's a road, but most of us were like, we're going to do this. We're going to make it happen quick. That's a great mindset, by the way. Keep that. But understand that to grow and getting outside of your comfort zone is going to take a new level of learning new information, becoming someone new, ultimately building the muscles. You don't go to the gym and get stronger. You go to the gym, you lift the weight, you come up against resistance and you get stronger. That is what this journey is like. So it happens like this. You get started, you take that risk, you have the courage, and life pushes back against you. Simple as that. Things happen. I've seen it. I've trained thousands of people, and I see it in almost every situation. It happened to me. You change something, the world pushes back against you. I don't know why, but it just feels like friends fall. People that you love tell you, hey, this is not probably a good fit for you. You shouldn't do this. Some people lose all their money, all their savings. They get in a wreck, and life happens, and it's super difficult. And so you have to decide right now if you're willing to put up with that. If you're not willing to put up with that, do not start this journey. Do not take a chance. Do not bet on you. But if you're willing to walk through the fire, on the other side is everything you ever wanted. But I need to know, you need to know, we all need to know for ourselves if we're willing to do that. And this isn't to scare you. This is not, it's one of the most beautiful things. It's being outside of your comfort zone. It's learning new things. It's growing, it's growth, and it's not comfortable. So if you're not comfortable being uncomfortable, don't start. Your current situation is uncomfortable. This new path that you want to go on or that you've just started, guess what? It's going to be uncomfortable. The next reason you may quit is this simple thing called shiny object syndrome. You see a pathway you want to take and you're walking the pathway, you're making progress. You come up against this resistance or this tough period and it slows you down a little bit. And what happens is you start looking around and you look over there at some other pathways, or you get on YouTube and you watch another YouTube video and you see some people over here doing this, and you start getting this idea that maybe the other way is easier, and you jump from one thing to another, and you never actually make progress except moving laterally. You're not moving forward, you're just moving from method to method. So if you're not willing to find focus in whatever you're doing, you're not going to see results. This is the killer for most of us. Most of us were ready, and I believe you are if you're watching this. Most of us are ready to take it on and go through the trials and tribulations. But most of us are also ready to find the best new way to make a living, to create a life that we want. And so it's easy to look around. You better put the blinders on and you better commit to this. Whenever I come up against a challenge, I have a deal that I made with myself. I can quit anytime I want to. I can quit anytime I want. But I can't quit until I get through this problem or this resistance or this issue that's making me want to quit. What happens is I just make a bet. Okay, let's figure this out. What happens when I figure it out? We have a quick breakthrough. And I'm like, dude, I love this. I don't want to quit anymore. This is my purpose. This is why I'm here. It's going to be the same for you. So put on your blinders. When it gets tough, double down and understand that this is part of the journey. This is what I asked for. This is what I signed up for. And then others of you, the final way, most of you will just quit and go back to your normal life. You may even see some success. You may have actually gotten some success and then it falls off. And it's tempting to call it off, but you have to realign with your purpose. There's a reason why you got started. For those of you who are in that situation now or preparing that this may happen, you need to get really aligned with your purpose. Why did you get started on this journey anyways? For me, with sales and high ticket sales, why did I get started? There's a reason. I wanted to create freedom. I wanted to work from my laptop. I wanted to work from my cell phone. I wanted to not only do that, I wanted to help others do the same, build teams, help businesses grow. And so when I'm off, or sometimes I can't even remember why I started, I sit down, I start writing down why I started. What was my purpose for starting? And when you get off in the weeds, when you get lost in the woods, when the world is pushing back against you with problems, shiny object syndrome, or like it could be easier just to go back where it's comfortable. Some of you will go back. We'll miss you. But this is not for everybody. This is the journey. It's not for everybody. Because if you don't enjoy the journey, you're never going to make it. If you don't enjoy the challenges, you're never going to make it. Even if you don't enjoy the challenges, you better be able to put up with the challenges and overcome them. Most of you will quit. But for the ones who don't, I'm excited for you. Because like I said, on the other side of everything you ever wanted, on the other side of all this problem, all the things in our current reality that we think are huge problems, guess what? It's everything we ever wanted. And it's even better. So enjoy the process. Trust the process. Fall in love with the process. Be ready. And let's go get it. Come on. Now's the time. Let's do it. You can't guard me. If this video resonated with you and you're interested in getting into remote sales, check out this video right here where I show you how to get started as a remote closer. Let's go.